two. Hi, folks. You are watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and networks. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California. That guy out there is
Dave Genius in Newport News, Virginia.
Are you getting snow in Virginia right now?
We're not getting snow. We did have snow the last 2 Friday nights.
Oh, okay. All right.
So,
well, I'm still wearing shorts. It's a little bit gloomy today, but it's Southern California. Today
only.
Dave and I have a very interesting battle in front of us.
Yes, we do.
This is Cantaros de Miel. You'll notice it's a liter bottle.
1 liter bottle.
If you know how to read your labels, and you should by now if you've been watching us for some time, what's missing off the label? What's missing off the label, Dave?
100%.
It doesn't say 100% de agave. It says right here, what's it say? Made with.
Yeah, there you
go. Made with
Blue Agave.
Blue Agave. Okay. The wording, folks, if you're new to watching us, here's the wording. If it doesn't say 100% de agave, 100% puro de agave, 100% agave on it, it's not fully blue. If it says made with blue agave, that's the tip off that this is a mixto.
A mixto.
Now, mixtos are okay. We're good with that. Tequileño makes a very reputable mixto. They've had it for years. Yep. It was the most popular mixto in Mexico. Growing up in the last 20 some odd years of doing this, I have had some really great mixtos. And when your pocketbook isn't as deep as it is now, a $20 mixto goes a long way. Okay,
especially in a 1 liter bottle.
Yeah, but only if it's made well. Okay, yes. So rather than give you all the stats and stories and tell you where it comes from, we're just gonna uncork this top. It's a screw top, and we're gonna pour it.
The Mexican cork.
Yep. I am going to use a Stasel Jarrito for tequila. It is
going to use my.
Oh, you're using a Cantarito.
I thought it was fitting for the.
Oh my God! Well, only if you're making a Paloma.
A Paloma. Yeah, I know. I know.
Maybe later when you're done.
Use my Stasel.
The Stasel Jarrito.
The official tasting glass of tequila aficionado.
By the way, we're going to have Thomas Ristoff on our open bar show, and it's one of those where I want to have a co-host, and I might just get all the TJs together and co-host this one with Tomas. His father was the designer of the Jarrito, and
got a helicopter flying over. I'm sorry.
Yeah. See, I thought I was the only one that got ghetto birds from where I was, because I'm east of Los Angeles, folks. Where the helicopters got cameras. Anyway,
who knows what these ones got? They're military.
Yeah. Oh, they're military. Yeah. No, ours have cameras. It's clean.
It's clean, nice and shiny. Really.
Yeah.
I saw a few bubbles when I poured it in.
Okay.
It's sheeting down the glass. It's not really, I'm not getting legs, but it is sheeting down slowly.
It's not, it looks like it's got some decent body to it.
Yeah, that's about what I was going to say. It should have a nice mouthfeel to it.
Yeah, exactly. Now they did, to be fair, these folks, the importer and distributor of these they sent these to us last year, and we were able to get to most of them last year, but we decided to hold off on these because of our cutoff for Brands of Promise in 2021. Yep. So these will be entered in the 2022 Mixto category. Now we don't know if it's an 80-20, 70-30, 51-49. We don't know, but we're going to taste it. What are we getting on the nose, though?
Let's smell it first.
Oh, wow. I'm getting some agave. Holy cow.
There's a little there.
Yeah. Agave maybe, and a little bit of yeast, which, it's okay. All right. We have to understand what we're going to do with this. All right. It's going to be in a cocktail. You're probably not going to sip this on its own, but we're going to take the hit for you. So you don't have to.
So you don't have to.
That's right. But I was surprised that it had that agave nose to it.
It does have some agave there.
And it's not artificial, folks. It's just not an over the top. They're not using, we'll tell you more about the distillery because we have had several tequilas out of this distillery, and we have not had one of their 100% using any type of additive or, enhancement. And not that that's a bad thing, because it is allowed by the CRT.
Yeah,
okay?
Yes, it is.
There's almost like a caramelized baked agave, or they say they're using ovens. All right, we'll show you where we're getting that.
Yeah, it does show that on here.
Yeah, right there on the label, it says that's their process. Copper distillation.
Copper distillation.
Okay, hey, you know what? Yeah, and it's more of a caramelized, like a burnt agave kind of.
I'm getting just a little bit of alcohol. But I gotta pretty much.
The other thing I'm getting in the nose. Now, here's what I will tell you. If you can see when the latest TJ that graduated from the Consumer Catador course, Bryce, when he and I did his final. Bryce is a connoisseur. He runs the Austin Tequila Connoisseurs Facebook page, and that's his handle on Instagram. And he's pretty well versed. I sent him a Mixto because, and I did it on purpose because he sent in his homework and we had a good email relationship, and I kind of knew where he was going with a lot of his tastings. And I said, well, let's see how good this guy is. And I sent him a tequileño, but he didn't know what it was until he went to go pick it up. and so what I will tell you is the nose on this reminds me of tequileño, because tequileño uses 70% blue agave, 30% piloncillo, which is like a Mexican brown sugar. Okay.
I only have their platinum, so I haven't tried their.
The Mixto is the one that they use for batangas. Okay. It's the drink is Mexican Coke, Blanco tequila, lime, and it's stirred with a knife. That's the process. And it's a classic drink, the batanga. This smells to me like piloncillo, that caramelized burnt agave smells like a burnt sugar on the top that I'm getting. That's what it smells like to me. I don't know what their process is. They're not telling us. They sent us information last year. We don't know what the mix is, but
we have no idea. None.
No. It starts off bright. It starts off with agave. I'm not getting citrus, but then it goes into this deeper.
No citrus.
No citrus.
It's really just agave. It's
agave, maybe a little bit of yeast. And then, like I say, I get that piloncillo, that caramelized burnt sugar. You want to dive in? Let's just see what we.
Let's try it.
Let's try it.
It's got some pepper heat to it.
Yeah.
More towards the back. The front was.
It's kind of sweet at the entry.
Yeah.
I got some sweetness at the tip of my tongue.
Touch of sweetness.
And then that pepper burst the mid palate. How's your finish?
It's kind of a medium long finish. I can feel it. It's warming as it's going down. So
to me, it's very reminiscent of that tequileño. And tequileño is a good mixto, folks. It's a great, for what it is. It's a value tequila, and that particular recipe that they're using is it's a classic. It's been around for a long time. If you go to the oldest La Capilla, which is the oldest bar in tequila, unbeknownst to me, when I first visited, it was like a little hole in the wall, and I didn't know it was going to be that famous. When we visited, because it was like the first time anybody's ever talked about it or seen it, and this was what he was using. I believe it's Don Sergio. I forget what the gentleman's name is right now. I didn't expect to get this flavor profile. That's why it's evoking these memories. But the
take another sip.
Yeah, the proprietor of that La Capilla, of the bar, has since passed away. But he is an icon in downtown tequila. So if you go, you need to go to La Capilla and get a batanga, because Mexican Coke with this rocks all night long.
It should hold up pretty well in a cocktail.
Mm-hmm. I find nothing wrong with this.
The second sip, I didn't quite get as much of the sweetness and the agave that I got on the first taste.
There's an underlying bitterness that kind of, it's reminiscent of like caramelized agave, but I don't think that's what it is, because the nose tells me that it's the Mexican brown sugar, piloncillo. Now, you can make a mixto with all kinds of sugar. You can make it with sugar, white sugar. It doesn't matter what the source of the sugar is, as long as it's got 51% blue agave. This definitely has it. And to me,
maybe a little more.
I think that it's got more. And I'll tell you why. Let's just go into the ins and outs. All right. Dave and I have had a lot of tequilas from this distillery. All right. It's 1424 Destiladora de Agave Azul. We had some wonderful tequilas come out of there. Calleja apparently is made there. I'm not sure that it's aged there.
Now,
Matarea,
Chula Vista.
Yeah, Chula Vista, which we flipped over. I love Chula Vista.
Yeah, the Blanco is great.
Yeah, one that I've been trying to get forever is Una Vida. I understand that Proeza is one that we're supposed to get somewhere in 2022.
Don Anselmo,
which I loved.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one.
Chula Vista, Don Anselmo, and La Tarea. Love those. Those are all 100% agave tequilas. So that being said, and the quality being there, this is going to be in a mixto category for us. But I would like to know, and I'm not sure, the person that sent these to us, she no longer works for the distributor importer.
Right.
She's moved on. That's okay. That happens in this business. It's transitory. I would like to know from them, though, what the percentage is. Because you know what, Dave? This is not a bad tequila.
Not a bad tequila for what it is. It's nice.
Do we have a price point on this?
I could not find anything on it.
Old Town doesn't carry it?
I tried looking there. I did not see it.
Wow. Because it's a liter bottle, and you know what? For show people your cantarito, your vessel again.
My vessel.
That thing, you fill that up with fruit juice and some of this and ice, and you're happy. Good. Yeah. And you're good. You're a happy camper.
Let's see if I can find.
I think for sure that it would hold up to a batanga. Now, the actual batangas are made with Mexican Coke, which means that it's got real sugar. Okay, so they tend to be sweeter. And when that drink was developed at La Capilla, obviously they were looking for a mixo that would stand up, and Tequileño stood up to the sweetness of the Mexican Coke, because 100% agave tequila would require more tequila in order to come through, right?
Yeah, 0 at Old Town.
No, okay. Well, we don't know what the price point is, folks, but we know that I know the distributor and the importer are in Southern California. So if you have seen this, be aware it's not a 100%. It is a mixto. We don't know what the mix is, but I'm going to try and find out for us. Okay. It's a liter bottle. So chances are it's a bargain. Look at all the bubbles I'm
Yeah,
getting.
look at all them bubbles. I told you when I poured it in the glass, it was like, there's bubbles in there.
I don't get this. We don't get this many bubbles in 100% agave tequila.
No, we don't.
We don't. And we just did one like Blowfish. We barely got any bubbles at all. Remember that? And it was a good Blanco. It was decent.
Yeah, that's a lot of bubbles.
That's a lot of bubbles, folks. Now, again, bubbles is not a it's a telltale sign. It's a good sign. It's not, it's not going to be complete quality, but I can tell you, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
And judging from what the tequilas that you and I've had from this distillery, which I would say we've had a few now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this is a 70-30.
And it's in line with the rest of their 100% agave.
Yeah.
Blancos.
It's good.
It's good.
So that's our take. Stick with us. We're going to go with, I would say so. Brand of Promise nominee in that Mixto category. Yeah. Stick with us because we're going to try their Joven version. Okay. And even the expressions that they sent to us, the Joven Avocado is an expression that is recognized by the CRT. Yeah, that's their process. They're saying that they're using stone ovens for the agave. They're using copper pot stills. Everything else we're not too sure of. Okay.
And they're putting it in your glass.
And you just put it in your glass. But that's our take on the Blanco. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California. That guy out there is
Dave Dinius in Newport News, Virginia.
You have been watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and networks. Please subscribe to us. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit the notification bell. Give us a like because it does help us on the algorithm because, the world revolves around the algorithm. Follow us on Instagram at Tequila Aficionado. You can follow Dave. What's your handle on Instagram, Dave?
I think it's at Dinius Dave.
Dinius Dave and Instagram. Follow him. He's always on social media on Facebook and Instagram. And whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.